Well, good evening, and welcome back to the Blackguard. We have reached the promised land of Friday once more. What a glorious time it is. I hope everybody is having a wonderful day. I hope you're all settling in for a nice relaxing evening of Warhammer Online, the Blackguard. We finished off yesterday at the magnificent point of 70%. So I am equally, this evening, going to set myself the challenge of another 20%, which is probably going to go badly for me, but sure. When does things ever go well? Oh, I see little demons. I shall give them a cheer. Order is fighting at the spawn point, apparently. So I shall jump in this cannon and use my impressive ability to go kablamo. I am hitting nothing. Yes, I actually managed to hit nothing. I'm like Arnold Schwarzenegger in Predator. We hit nothing. Oh, I think it was Poncho said that to him, so maybe I should just look worried. Something like that, anyway. My night has started in an interesting way. I was relaxing earlier. I just tuned in to watch Tosh. I cracked open a beer. And then I happened to notice that sort of my front door looked a bit weird. And on closer inspection, I realized there's like a central glass panel to my door. And it's like the housing around it didn't look quite flat, so I got up and went and had a look at it. And it was sort of sitting out. And then I realized that it's like the inner glass part of it was connected to it, and it was just free moving as I would touch it. So I was doing some good old fashioned DIY. And DIY for most people means do it yourself. For me, it means damage it yourself. So at some point in the middle of the night, the door's probably going to fall apart or something like that, which will be an interesting thing. But sure. What's the worst that can happen? And we are spawn camping. Because, yay, spawn camping. I'm gonna go and scout, see if they've got anybody's decided to roam out and try and capture anything. No. No. And no. They are literally just sitting in the spawn point. Oh, and now they're getting wiped. How amusing. I'll treat yous. I'm guessing somebody pulled a guard. Or maybe Order got reinforcements, because we've been slowly getting reinforcements. I'm guessing Order got reinforcements. As you can see, I did an awful lot in that scenario. But we've started with a win. It's all downhill from here. That's already put us at 71%. We're off to the races. I'm so easily amused. What are we doing? Order Zerging. Good stuff. Boo. Boo for Booza. I didn't actually realize there was that many of them there. It's all fine. There is no such thing as death in this game. It's just environmental inconvenience. That's what I'm going to start calling it. Although I am liking the look of the 200% AAO in Prague. That could come in very handy because I think we're close to our second pip in our RVR week, right? Yeah, we are. So we should have that tonight. How is it I can get stuck on everything? A naked dwarf. Go, pitiless strike. That was a very low level chosen just ran past me. This guy? No, it wasn't him. There's a chosen just ran past me and he was basically wearing all the tier 1 armor set look. So either he just really likes that look and that's what he's got it set to look as, and he's probably wearing Sovereign under it, or he's literally just come here straight from tier 1. I don't know which is the more likely, to be honest with you. Oh god, look at them all. It's like cockroaches when you move a bin. A bluey. Can I move, please? There he is. There's the baby chosen. I am just getting staggered all over the show. Boo. Ruining my fun. Did I just get like super lucky with that first scenario? Because I feel like I just got straight into it. Maybe I need to... Oh, there's going to be weekend scenarios are going to be up. What's it? And the first is harder than parenting, so it's threatening the other one. Oh, it's Talabek Dam. I'm not gonna lie, I hate Talabek Dam. I really do. Like, in terms of a scenario layout and the look and feel of it, I love it. I just hate how it works. I really don't like it. If it was done like Northernwatch, like cap and hold 3 points, I'd love it eternally. It's the fact that it's basically pick up a bomb and run it somewhere. Not a fan. Huh, I thought this was order controlled. Clearly my eyes are deceiving me. Ooh, there's a lot of people here. Just try and get out of combat. And hide behind this tactical tree. Join. There. What have we got? We'll do the witch elf. Not recognizing any of the names. And they've just got a... Oh, they've got a rune priest and a warrior priest. I was going to say they only thought they had a rune priest. Oh, fire. Where is... I seen the warrior priest. There he is. Whee! What is it with these bunny hopping? The witch elf. Who's got the part? Nobody has the part. Bye. No, they're all coming for me. Has it reset? Oh no, we've got it. Hey, we did it. Don't think I actually killed anybody in that one. Oh, I did. Who did I kill? Witch Hunter, maybe. Maybe they just give it to me for knocking that one into the lake. Ah, I knocked two into the lake. I knocked the one into the lake who tried to ambush me at the start. And then easy mode. Knocked him over into the dam. Whee! I do still love knocking people off things. That should get me out of combat sooner. Blood of the Black Cairn. This is a weird one to pop up randomly. Like, who actively goes out of their way to do Blood of the Black Cairn? We're at 72%. 18% to go. I hated it when this was the weekend scenario. I really, really did. Did we only have like one person go for that one? I'm gonna go and try and hold mid for as long as I can until they get to me. What is it with witch hunters not stealthing? For the briefest moment, I was a ranged DPS blackguard. For whatever it counted for. That was the wrong one. I wanted this one. Oh, taunt. See, this is the problem when you just leave it so that the order healers aren't actually getting hit. I don't know if he was just standing there for ages and ran out of AP or what, but that was just mildly amusing that he just appeared. We did it! Yay! I'm gonna cap this. Like, if I was that Shadow Warrior, I wouldn't have been bouncing around there trying to attract attention. I'd have been down capping that middle point to try and pull us all back. I get the sneaky suspicion the Witch Hunters will be pouring out at the minute. Yeah, there they go. Hey, another 6,000. I'll take that. That's what you like to see. Kind of feels like I've just spawned in into that part of Starship Troopers. So they're all yelling about going to war. Where are we going? We're going to war. Okay, let's run this way. Could Calidor be Clandathu? I think it could be. Order everywhere. But not a scenario pop in sight. He says as one pops. I swear, that's like the best way to get a scenario to pop, is to complain out loud that a scenario hasn't popped. Just saying. I forgot. That was the Ironbreaker who was in the last one. He was in the last one. Not sure about the rest. I don't think there was a Warrior Priest in the last one. I think it was a Rune Priest. Doesn't look like they're coming out to play. Oh, they are out to play. Don't worry, team, I believe in you. You can do it. Apparently I shouldn't have believed in them because they couldn't do it. Think of how embarrassing that score would look if I hadn't captured that point. That's what I'm clinging to. Come back, Warrior Priest. Some would say they couldn't stop the chop. Apparently there's Ram and Caldor. I wonder who it's for. Could it be for Blobby Order? Or could it be horribly underrepresented 60% AAO destruction? We'll never know. Well, we probably won't know, but, you know. Oh, they've got a Slayer now. We could have a Slayer versus Chopper battle. Goes throwing dagger of justice. We did it! 5k. I tell you what, these are going quite well so far. That's what? Near enough 20k we've had all night. So it is for the horribly blobby Order Zerg of Doom. I'm shocked. Not really, but... you know. Let's go and see what we can do with the keep. Ugh. Still got a bit of silicon on my finger. Wonder what the feeling was. It was like, what's that? That stuff gets everywhere. Like, literally, I had it nowhere near my hands. Other than I was holding the tube in my hands. But, like, every time I use silicon for anything, it just gets everywhere. It was the same, like, I was resealing a window last year. I was like, I somehow managed to get it all the way up my wrist. Hey, honest. Nice things, bud. Do you know, I've never come to the PvE way to this keep before. Like, literally never. Although, I vaguely remember doing some of the PvE quests in Calidor. And I think it was on my black card. On live, of course, not in Return of Reckoning. The only time I did quests in Return of Reckoning was in, oh dear, excuse me, Tier 1 with the Magus and the black card when I was getting back in because I wanted to figure out what I was doing, how I was playing, and all that jazz. Oh, I've gone too far, I think. Was it over here? Well, I did that terribly. Proving once again I can get stuck on literally anything. Started doing Hunter's Veil on my Zealot. Need 3 more clears now. Nice! Do you know, I don't think I've ever done Hunter's Veil. I remember it coming into the game on live, and I just didn't have any interest in it at that stage. Not even Tier 4 epics. People keep mentioning Tier 4 epics like it's universally known thing and always done on every character, even as a new player. Do you mean the Tier 4 epic quests? Oh, that door's quite fresh, though. Maybe they've only arrived. Like, there's not that many of them, really. Oh, there's the rest of them. Yeah, for the weapon skins. I have to say, I quite like a lot of the stuff you get out of those epic quest lines. Exhibit A. This glaive. I remember doing them on my Zealot just to get different looking skins for the dagger and the fetish. I'm gonna get dismounted. How rude. I'll see if there's a warband. Is there a warband? Erpalo. I'll join Erpalo. Gonna go out on a limb and I'm gonna say I'm gonna get moved out of this party because it's already got 2 other tanks in it. Actually, I might stay because he'll probably move a chosen from here to here. Or not. As the case may be. Where's this guy? Is he down here? No? Oh, maybe he's up on the wall. No? Oh, there he is. He's in the get house. Oh dear. I am one sleepy boy today. My disrupt's not even that good, so I'm amazed that this is boosting it to a level that's... Ah, it does boost it quite high in fairness. Door's still only at 42%. It feels like it's lasting forever. Hmm. I was gonna try and be sneaky and knock that witch hunter off, but he was too quick. $200 order. 60% AAU as well for Destra. But it's okay, guys, because Order never ever Zerg and are always the underdogs. Well, there goes another bottle I'm not able to enjoy. What happened to you, Anonymous? Sing us the story of your people. I always like this design. Was never a huge fan of this one. There's something just cool about the way they did that one, though. It would actually be kind of cool in the shield if you had it, like, central on it. I get a bottle I think I'll slowly enjoy over time, but someone buys the bottle off of me and I haven't been able to enjoy one in like a year now. Stop selling them then. Keep them for yourself.
Hello there.
Hey, you drink the paint water. Nice things, bud. Hopefully you're having a nice day. But paying extra. What was it, a bottle of? Smirnoff vodka. Oh, okay. Yeah, man, trying to decide what to play in this game. As I always say to people, pick the thing that you like the look of the most. And if you like lots of things, make lots of characters. And then play them until you settle on one for a while. That's what I did. I like to sometimes put like 10 to 20 ml of vodka into my coffee. It gives it a nice taste without adding too much alcohol. So not so much an Irish coffee, you're going for a Russian coffee. I mean, Irish coffee is also good, but I will not make whipped cream by hand ever again. I mean, I hear you on that, bud. Although, scarily, I've never had an Irish coffee. I'm one of those weird people. I can't stand alcohol in warm things, if that makes sense. I like alcohol cold. Also, I believe Russian coffee requires like 1-to-1 ratio of vodka to coffee, not 1 to 15. Ultramassive, thank you very much for the follow, kind sir. That's very much appreciated. Thank you. I hope you're having a nice day. I like the look of a lot of Destro classes, but it's been rough in Open RVR and Tier 1 because there's so much more order. So, the thing with it is, that shifts around quite a lot. But the one thing I'll always say is whenever there's a lot of the other side, your side gets a lot of AAO, which means even the smallest thing that you do, you're going to get rewarded like mad for it. So, depending on the class that you're playing, you can sometimes actually find that it's a better thing to play. So like my Witch Hunter's in Tier 1, and I usually only log in and play him when there's like loads of AAO for order. Just because it just makes the short amount of time that I play him for so much more rewarding. Just do PQs to 16, Tier 2 plus gets a lot better. Yeah, you could do that. Scenarios is another route. Tier 1 is just garbage, Tier 1. Skip it as fast as possible. I quite like Tier 1. Maybe I'm the weird one. Thank you. Hope you have a great day too. Yeah, not being too bad. I'm glad it's now the weekend though. Let me tell you. That was a long, long week. So, I've got my beer beside me. I've got Return of Reckoning on the computer. And I'm looking forward to a couple of days of relaxing weekend fun. So it's all good in my book. If I kept playing my Witch Hunter to 40 in RVR, I would have hit Renown rank 60 before 40. It's so dumb. They do seem very powerful. What the? Might just chug on with PQs and scenarios then. Thanks for the advice. Yeah, there's loads of different ways you can play it. The key thing is just have fun with it. That's all you really can do. I died it. Well, that was a quick keep siege. Oh, we get to see the this is my this is my favorite thing that I get to see every time is everybody else wasn't doing their job, but I was doing mine. No one was impostered. I asked, but well, free bag. Oh, it's so I laugh so heartily every time. Anytime we lose a keep or there's a zone pushed or there's like a big wipe in RVR, general chat is the funniest thing in the world to read. Because there's always one guy comes in with, I was doing my job, nobody else was doing theirs. It's my favorite thing to read. Looks like we're going to Fell Landing. And by we, I mean there's probably going to be about 40 defenders at this stage. Yeah, it's got nothing to do with the 250 order versus the 150 Deathstroke. Yep. All down to nobody listening to that one guy who talked about postering. What the? I can get stuck in anything. If one guy had have listened and guarded postering, I know it would have been a completely different story. We would have all been sitting here going, what a hero. That guy saved us all. It's your fault, Zell. You could. I know. I was just looking for glory. I wanted to be up at the front door so that everybody could see me masterfully holding my shield. My bad, Destro. My bad. I'll make it up. I'll make it up to everybody. What I'll do is I'll put a video out on YouTube tomorrow. Probably of me playing the Blackguard at some point 3 to 4 weeks in the past. I wouldn't have done that otherwise. That's just for me to go, my bad. Back with my breakfast. What are you having for your breakfast then, Anonymous? Trying to figure out what chess piece that is. Sentinel, maybe? It's not my current one. I think we'll say that's Sentinel, maybe. Oh no, I didn't win any bags. The shame. I got 720 renown. Boo. I miss the times when people defended keeps. In fairness, we had a lot of people try and defend the keep. But because I didn't guard postern, we all wiped. So, you know, just saying. Food. Nom nom. Okay. Hopefully it's enjoyable. Ah yes, Destro doesn't have one punchman who can solo guard postern. I can't type. I think it's all those Russian coffees that you've been drinking, Anonymous. I think it's gone to your head. I think you need to slow down. I think you need to transfer over to something a little easier going. Like tequila. That's the issue. Clearly that is the issue. It's more alcohol in your morning diet. So straight vodka without coffee. Yeah, but you put it in a coffee cup. That makes it fancier. So, we're apparently going to be 168 versus 135. I fully expect this to change to be 168 versus, let's say, 112. Ah, smart. The secret is to put it in a travel mug, and then nobody knows what you're drinking. So we've at least 40 people here. I don't know, this could be a really, really small amount defending this. Maybe I was being too optimistic. It's going to be under 120 people. A lot more will be allowed. Yeah. That's the thing. It's like, there was a similar thing the other night. Order, I think, had like 108 defenders. And that number just started dwindling and dwindling as soon as those first doors came down. It's okay, just watch Poster and it's an easy win. Good point, actually, Anonymous, yeah. If I do this, victory's assured. Oof. 168 versus 83. So I was overselling it by, what, near 40 people. All these boys are AFK. Wow. Oh, we're up to 97. Tons of the buggers everywhere. Everywhere you look, it's just the sea of red. Don't know what the Archmage was doing. Tons of the buggers. Oh, the chop was going for it. These guys are just going to go straight for them. He's seen them, surely. Has he? They have. I'll join these guys again. I'll guard the chippity chop up. need to refresh my potions too. Has that been there already? Good lord. Where does time go? Oh, someone's already said they're going to take postern. Postern cannot now be an excuse. So we need to think of a new excuse. And it has to be as wacky and improbable as possible. Oh, this guy's chamois looks like mine. Same color scheme. Same staff look. Although I'm using mine as a alternate appearance, so don't use that staff anymore, unfortunately. No one was watching third. They had orcapults. Nah, it was clearly the 8th floor. Nobody was watching the 8th floor. I have no idea what to play in Return of Reckoning. I watched your videos on YouTube, searched the forum, and asked questions. The Magus is not supposed to be very good in the late game, and the Black Orc is useless according to the community. Chosen are optically good, but I'm not kidding. The Marauder was recommended to me. I'm now unsure of what to start with. Maybe I'll just watch your streams. So, like, realistically, all the classes work. Like, when people say that a specific class isn't good or it's not useful or stuff like that, they're usually only talking about one facet of the game. So, for example, the Magus is very good in the late game. The Magus is probably one of the best solo roaming classes that there is. The thing with the Magus is a very stationary class, whereas the game is very movement focused. So it's just a very different way of playing it. The Black Orc I can't really talk to because I've never played a Black Orc, so I'm not really sure. But I know they can be very tough, so that's something. The Marauder, I have a Marauder who's level 51, I think. And the Marauder I find really good. I play a Brutality Spec Marauder, and I find it does really good damage, and is pretty survivable. The Chosen is a very easy class to play. It's got very few skills that it needs to use, and its mechanic is quite simple, but it's very strong, and people generally always want the Chosen in their groups. So, you know, from that side of things, it's a very useful one to have. But honestly, the same thing I was saying to Drink the Paint Water earlier is, I just say pick classes that you like the look of, and level each of them up as much as you want. Oh, we're over on this side, I see. And like, you'll never get disappointed. Kicked from a warband, too many healers. I think that's the first time I've ever heard that excuse. Zell, I think you forget the Stealthers and Archmage Chamois are solo roamers. Well, to be honest, a good Magus at endgame can kill an Archmage. And it can kill a Witch Hunter. Because the Magus is very strong defensively. I'm not saying it'll win all the time, and I'm not saying that it'll beat. I'm not saying it'll beat an equivalent skill level in a one-on-one fight all the time, but it'll hold its own. Bullshit, Magus can't kill an Archmage. I've killed an Archmage. Okay, then the Magus. I love the armament style. Honestly, that was one of the reasons I went for the Magus the first time round. Was the Sentinel look for the Magus, which is now the Invader look, I believe. Reminded me so much of Ahriman. Archmage's dot shot detaunts and starts healing. What do you do? Oh, you just nuke the crap out of him. Again, I'm not saying it's going to be the case all the time. But what I am saying is it's possible. It won't be a quick fight either. For the very reason that you mentioned. But it's getting to the end game. Yeah, the Magus is a weird class. Like, I find with the Magus, like, in the earlier levels, you'll generally find yourself doing changing. And then as you get towards 40, you'll switch into Havoc. And then once you get to sort of 60-ish, you'll transition more towards Demonology Havoc mix. Through detaunt, good luck. Yeah. Again, you see, you're coming at this from the same angle that I'm going to guess an awful lot of the forum posters who are talking to Ultramassive are coming at it. You're expecting every player to play the class at maximum potential. And they don't. The amount of Archmages you will come across who don't even recognize the fact that they have a detaunt, or, as you were mentioning, heals, is frightening. Autoband, warband looking for Zelly. No warband ever looks for me. Not after the incident with the postern door. Yeah, Tosh is one of them. Tosh's Archmage streams, those were some entertainment. Swordmaster was worse. I don't know. Tosh got a decent enough tune out of the classes that he plays. And again, it's one of those things, it's like I always laugh whenever I see people say that, you know, oh, a specific class can't beat this class or that class can't do this, because it's always predicated on the idea that the class that you're playing against is always being played at maximum potential. And there's probably only a handful of people play this game anymore who play their class to maximum potential. And even then, they're going to have off days. So yeah, I know how to play Swordmaster, but I know Archmage. Yeah, your Archmage is very tough. Anomalos. Let's play some scenarios. They'll open RVR is overrated. I'll be back in the scenario scene soon enough, don't worry. Hey, you Champloo. Nice things, bud. Hopefully you're having a nice day. This guy's spamming emotes. Ah, you'll find there's people all the time spam emotes. Don't behind. What? Don't behind what? I don't get it. That's just stupid, and they wonder why healers don't heal that second time. I couldn't get into Warband because I was a healer this week. Chilling, do you have any page for builds? So the best place to go to find builds is if you go to the Return of Reckoning forum. If you scroll down, there is a section that's dedicated to each faction. So, or sorry, each race, I should say. So you've got Greenskin, Dwarves, Empire Chaos, High Elves, and Dark Elves. And within there, there's a lot of really good threads that people have put together on specific classes, the gear you need for them, skills you use, and mastery trees and even renown trees, just to help people along. Now, some of it, the further you go back, is obviously going to be out of date, but there is a lot of really good information there. The other thing that I always say to people is respecking in this game is free. So rather than just grabbing somebody else's build and running with it, one of the things that I like to do is I'll go to the mastery, career mastery site, and I'll play around with things there, and then I'll try it out in game. And if I don't like how it's going after a couple of scenarios or a couple of engagements, I'll switch it around to try something else each time. We're bound to 2 spots for the entire siege. Yeah, it's the whole thing. It's like when people put their faith in those add-ons to do things for them, like it's very restrictive in the sense that, like you're saying, I'd rather have extra healers than nobody in there at all. But again, not everybody wants to. Not everybody wants to do that, unfortunately. I'm going to have a look and I'm going to create my character. Ah, cool. What character do you think you're going to go for? Do you have any advice for a new player? I only played like 15 years ago. So, as I say to everybody, pick a class that you like the look of. Have fun with it. Don't worry about being the best. Don't worry about dying. If something doesn't make sense, ask the question. You know, there's an advice channel in game. The advice channel, generally people will answer it really quickly. You're going to be in a guild. Straight from the off, you can always ask questions in guild chat. The forums and the Discord, people ask questions in there all the time. People will generally give them good advice. And then streams like this one, like you can go on to any of the Return of Reckoning streamers, big or small, and they'll usually give you sound advice, or the people watching them will give you sound advice. But the thing that is probably most important is it's a game. Have fun with it. Do the things that you enjoy doing. And that's really the best advice I can give you. Because at the end of the day, how you find fun in a game is going to be very different to how I find fun in it, or how, you know, Anonymous would find fun in it, or how Malmar would find fun in it, or Little Demons, you know. Just enjoy it. I don't like saying Warrior Priest can never win Squig Herder, but should you play solo Warrior Priest, you'll most likely lose most of your 1v1s against the Squig Herder. Two tanks probably you see with empty spaces, a tank could join it, but it's 24-24 with non-ideal party comps, so there's zero chance to get the missing rolls. Yeah, I get your point, Anonymous, but it's the same thing. You have to cut your losses at some stage and go, look, we're not getting the tanks that we need. And you could always just accept somebody into the role and do what I think it's. Is it Zorbax does it? Or there's somebody does it where they keep saying it's like, oh, you'll get kicked and replaced with somebody else who, if you're not in Discord or something like that. So they could always do that if they really wanted to. Maybe if you're lucky and find an AFK Squig Herder, you can win. Or if you find my Squig Herder, I'll usually kite myself into a rock and get stuck. And then you can kill me. I think a Marauder or a Disciple of Cain. Ah, cool. I have to say, I really enjoyed playing my Marauder. I find the Marauder an awful lot of fun. And I really like the look of the Marauder. The Disciple of Cain, I always feel like I never play the Disciple of Cain right, because I want to play it as a melee DPS rather than a healer. But I like the idea of a Disciple of Cain. I'm just not very good at playing a Disciple of Cain. Would be the one thing I would say on that one. But they're both good characters. And I think you probably end up having a lot of fun playing either of them. There we go. Scenarios. In the past, I played a Blackguard. Ah, Blackguards are great. I am, of course, completely biased, considering I'm playing Blackguard at the minute. Let's see if there's anybody gets into the top ranks here that we know. Hey, Little Demon's got a green bag. Congrats, bud. Like tier 4 scenarios are full of sovereigns. That's what Zell doesn't tell you. Yeah, just because somebody's got sovereign now doesn't mean they're any good at the game. And you're only going to come against sovereign players once you hit 40. And even then, once you get yourself to vanquish your oppressor, you're going to be competitive. So, like, a lot of it just comes down to there's always going to be a point you're going to be the small fish in a big pond. And there's always going to be a point where you're a large fish in a small pond. It's just the nature of leveling up in MMOs. Doc is still fine as a healer and can now use a shield as a life tap stack. That still makes me so annoyed. Why give Docs a shield? Blackguards should have got a second sword. There was art for 2-sword Blackguards. There was no art for shield Docs. Still salty. I used to play melee DPS on other MMOs. Ah, well. Marauder will probably fit in quite well. If you want to know how strong a Doc can get, my guild did a Bastion stair run with 1 tank, 4 DPS, 1 healer, and he solo healed the whole run. Oh yeah, like Docs are really good healers. They're very survivable. Solo heal for the win. Yep, you did it, bud. We all saw it. And that's clearly why the fort fell. That can be our excuse. The fort fell because they wouldn't let little demons into a warband. Shocking. Is there any guild in the game which recruits new players? I mean, who are ready to help new people. So, whenever you start the game, you get put into a guild called the Forces of Destruction. And everybody's new character gets added into it. And there are tons and tons of people in it at all the time. And you can ask questions, you can get advice, you even sometimes get groups going. Now, in terms of player created guilds, there's a lot of guilds out there that are always recruiting. There's recruitment posts on the forums. Um, you can always generally find a guild to get into, and most of the people in the community are very helpful. So I don't think you'll ever have any problem with that. There's plenty of sovereign geared folks who are not that good. Yeah, like I mean, I'm going to be sovereign geared soon, and I'm not that good. Is it only for people used to the game? No, no, anybody can play. The day I see my guild running PvE with pugs, I'll prepare for the apocalypse. Well, you know, warn the rest of us if that happens, Anonymous. Like, you know, be a sport. The beginner guild is also rank 40. It is. Just doesn't have all of the fancy stuff that the player guilds are going to have, obviously, but, you know, it'll do in the meantime. Like, I just keep all my characters in it, because my playtime is so short, and I have a tendency to jump back and forth between things. There is very little point in me joining somebody else's guild, because I'd probably just be wasting space, to be fair. In case I need to change the skill point, is there any mechanics to reset it? So, in order to do it, what you do, and I'll show you here, there's a place in the Inevitable City, which is probably going to be the easiest place for you to come in order to do it, but there is mastery trainers. So, over here at the monolith, you'll have the two different types of trainer. You've got the renown trainer and you've got the career trainer. So if you go to the career trainer and click on buy mastery abilities, it shows you all the different mastery abilities you've selected. And at any time you can just click respecialize and it'll reset it for you for free. And then it's the same thing with your renown trainer. So if you come over to him and you do buy renown abilities, oh, I've got 3 available. I didn't even know I had 3 available. You can go in here and you can do the same thing. You can click respecialize. No worries, dude. It'll all come to you. It always seems overwhelming at first, but then you just get the hang of it. Where are we? Prague is apparently the place to be. We're 76%. I'm just going to discover once again that old game and try and enjoy it as maximum as possible. That's the right attitude to take, bud. Best thing for it. Ooh, we've got AAU again. Went to the Dwarf Vault for the first time, and for some reason I have Scout and Recruit medallions there. Nice. It looks like the Scorn is not popping at all. I'm getting Witch Hunter BDI vibes at the minute. They pop and I lost them all. I know that feeling. I guard little demons. Apparently we're up against every White Lion and 2 Archmages and a Rune Priest. And apparently we're surrendering already. You're unable to vote for surrender. That went well. I got to do so much. Oh, God. Join all. This game makes me mad. Don't let it make you mad, dude. Every cloud has a silver lining. Nope, Old Dwarf Road. There's a reason I hate joining ongoing scenarios. I mean, I'll agree with you to a point. So, if you're joining a scenario like that one where you can't even get out of the spawn because they're surrendering, yeah, it's really annoying because you're not going to get anything for it. I've joined scenarios before that have been in play and you're able to help turn around. I've joined scenarios before that you're getting absolutely dominated, or the reverse happens. You're winning, you join, and then you lose. But the point behind it is you're joining the scenario to play the scenario. So win, lose, or draw, you're still getting to accomplish the thing that you're setting out to do. You're still getting a reward at the end of it, right? Win, lose, or draw. So, like, the only reason to ever get truly bent out of shape at losing scenarios is if you're trying to play competitively. And if you're trying to play competitively, you're not going to be solo doing scenarios like I am. You're going to have a well-oiled machine, 6-man pre-made. And the problem with it is, most of the people that you see surrendering in scenarios are solo queuing like me, but are treating it as if they're in a 6-man pre-made and they're losing to pugs. It's like a lottery or Russian roulette. Yeah, like you have as much chance of winning a scenario as losing one, because winning or losing, for the most part, relies on you getting a pre-made on your side or not getting a pre-made on the other side. And the glorious in-between point is where it's just pug versus pug. And it's mass carnage. and it's like 500 to 499. Only reason I do scenarios in my 40 tunes is to get weekend events done. I do it just because it's a really good way to level. And generally speaking, you're more likely to get yourself a quote-unquote fair fight in a scenario than you are in the open world. Ah! Come back! Oh, nearly chopper. Give him a shield. That Archmage got so lucky. Indeed. My only win tonight came when Witch Elf delivered a keg while we got farmed at the spawn by a double pre-made. Yeah. I don't know, I was doing alright tonight, for the most part. Then I went and did a fort. Like, you know, we're winning this scenario. I don't think we're winning the fights, but we're winning the scenario. Oh, why knock him away? Oh, maybe I was wrong. Maybe we are winning the fights. Tier 1 to Tier 3 scenarios are fun. Tier 4 is just crap. I disagree, bud. I find Tier 4 scenarios quite fun. I get to character rank 40 and I drop my tune. You see, that's the thing though. Like, what renown rank are you when you're getting to 40? Tier 2 scenarios are fun. Yeah, I'd say so. Tier 1 is just pitiful existence, only there to be gotten through. Again, I quite like Tier 1. Like, I don't know, I enjoy it. Maybe I'm just a masochist or something like that, I don't know. My world is the only world I care about. I mean, again, it goes back to what I say. Just because I find fun in something doesn't mean everybody will. It's the one good thing about it all. Find the fun where you find it. That's the main thing. Don't get me wrong, we lost 500 to 100 in one, and I got 15k renown. That's kind of bonkers. Yeah, because it's all down to kills. You get the right kills. Like, if you kill, say, 4 people, and they're all really high renown rank, you're walking out of that scenario with a ton of renown. Oh, don't knock him away. Playing Destro's easy mode. Pippi the Troll has joined. How's it going, bud? Hope you weren't part of that Order Zerg Force of Doom. Same old order, always zerging. Hey, 6k again. Saying the truth. Fortunately, VO's ground zero rounds, so most scenarios boil down to workout farming, or it's more even fighting a singular spot for entirety of the scenario. Yeah, it's the one problem with scenarios is like it's the same as the rest of the RVR experience in the sense that the rewards you get come exclusively from kills. The game rewards you for kills. I think I've said it to Tosh on a few occasions. This is basically team deathmatch. It is nothing to do with the objectives. The objectives are purely there to change the zone that you play in. Or if you've got huge amounts of AAO, make it really easy for you to get tons of renown by doing nothing. Oh, I've got a white lion. Oh, Stone Troll Crossing. I've always liked Stone Troll Crossing. It was the one sad thing about live. You only ever got to do it when you were in tier 2. Which always seemed bonkers to me that they would gatekeep specific scenarios behind certain doodads. Levels. We'll guard Morador. Just an Archmage. Okay. Not like Order to only have one healer. And that one healer be DPS spec. Another easy win. Wait for it. I mean, have you ever seen me play the game before? There's no such thing as an easy win. I'll probably chop down this tree and kill all of Destra. Hello, Mr. Bright Wizard. Bonk. How rude. Have no fear, Destro. I'll come to your rescue in 3 to 4 business days. Shadow Warrior versus Marauder. And just the exact same as how it did in the opening cinematic. I spent more time flying through the air than I have actually up there. That Archmage flew a country mile. How rude. So, the question I have is... Well, pretty much that. Where's the troll pacifier? Just up the old toughness. You hit like a wet noodle. Of course I do. That's the point. Hello. Indeed. Stella's gone all in and sword and board spec. I have. I really, really have. Because it's the most fun that you can have. Yep, another easy win for Destra. Told you. Nothing is ever a formality when it comes to Destra. Is that not the troll pacifier right there? Or am I mistaking it? It's bugging me I can't see it on the map. Oh, there's there. Fresh 40 and Conqueror is going to lose to everyone effectively. Yeah, pretty much. Zell fucked it up. He jumped down 2 times for no reason. Yeah. We all saw it. It's exactly what happened. And I'm just letting them farm me as well so that they can level up so that it's easier next time. Zell is more on par with everyone's gear. He can have equal fights. And in fairness, that's the good thing about the Blackguard in tank spec. You can punch up. Whereas if you're glaive spec, you can't. Glaive spec Blackguards are basically flat track bullies. They have to fight things that are lower than them. For the most part. Not all the time. But for the most part. See, this is the example of an Archmage who a Magus could quite happily kill. Did he just poke me with his sword to disarm me? He did. I can't get into a warband because Destro has too many healers, but Zell can't buy a healer at the minute in scenarios. That's because I buy all of my healers in the auction house. Like a true Destro player. Ah! What sense would it make to win as 40 conk versus 40 self? I mean, you could technically do it. Technically. But again, it comes down to the skill of the player at that stage. Sovereign's going to give you a massive advantage, right? Because it's giving you bigger stat bonuses. It's also going to give you better set bonuses. But if the person who's wearing Sovereign is not anyway good at their class, and you are, and you're wearing Conqueror, you can beat them. It's the age-old saying of all the gear, no idea. Destro will come and save me. Aha! I healed. In your face, Order. Boo. I'm not going to lean on the assumption of if that person is not good, even if it has Sovereign. It's not fun. I always assume decent skill on my opponents until they prove me otherwise. This is the way. Like this one witch elf that jumped on me, and the first ability they used was their channel. I assume they jumped on you out of stealth, right? Nearly. 6k or 9, I'll take that. I was on my witch hunter stealth, they stealth. I used my opener so they can jump on me. They did, then they channeled, I knocked them down and killed them. Having played this game a long time, most players in the server are bad. That's why we have Zerg meta. Don't get me wrong, I include myself. I'm not half the player I was 10 or 12 years ago. Yeah, but that's the thing. It's like, that's why I was saying earlier, anytime somebody says a specific class can't beat another class, it's because they're assuming that the person playing the other class is competent. Like, It's very rarely ever the case. Lol at that shaman. Yeah, he was clearly standing off in a corner somewhere just farming people. Being mainly a solo player, you recognize quite quickly who is a warband only player and who solo roams. Oh yeah. That's that. Like, I vaguely remember a lot of my early streams. I used to stand and keep walls, and I used to point out um, what what people I was targeting and why I was targeting them, because I was trying to target people who were solo and weren't part of a warband. And it's the same thing. Like, warband players tend to they tend to rely on having the heals and the guards and all of that kind of stuff, and they don't seem to be able to either defend themselves properly or they're not spec'd for it, which is the other side of the coin. Um, you know, it's just, it becomes very clear very quickly the more and more you play the game. Just pretty much what Little Demons was saying. Like, the majority of people don't play their class particularly well. And it might just be because nearly everybody at this stage is playing alts. I don't know what he was doing. Is he just trying to AFK? Ironbreaker and Slayer versus Blackguard and Choppa. Come on. Damn it. Wasn't quick enough. At this point, I classify myself as an okay witch hunter. One day I might get good. Yeah, no, unless you gotta get good. But you have to spell good G-U-D. I don't think these boys have actually lifted the bomb yet. Well, you got a plan. I can't remember whether it yells it out. Zell of Destruction has picked up the bomb or not. Kind of hoping it doesn't. I get the sneaky suspicion it does, though. Alright. I'm fairly sure I can sprint with this. I can. Go on, Chosen. Take one for the team. Dismount him. Dismount him, Chosen. thank you for the boost, I suppose. Kablooey! Too late order. Oh god. I love how we surrendered just as we flew up the objective. Lol, prime example of a bad night. Yeah. Put the person with the thing closer to the thing they're trying to get to. I say it's partially lag. He probably was ahead of you on the screen. I don't know, because he hit me directly from behind. I could understand it if it was side on. Like, my guess is he was probably trying to knock me into the sea. And I've had it a few times. Like, I even had it not with the Archmage, where I think I've got the angle right, and then it's ever so slightly off. But, like, he wasn't even close to getting me off the side. Plenty of times I've slowed someone, ran ahead of them, punted them, but the punt doesn't make them fly backwards but forward. Like, I mean, I can't say it can't happen. Like, there's been plenty of weird stuff I've seen that I have to attribute the lag. But that just sort of felt more like it was a mistake on his part. Dragon's Bane. It's all the weird scenarios tonight. Time to get a new hamster. Good old server hamster. Gets the blame for everything. Yeah, but I mean, he was probably positioned correctly to yeet you into the lake in his screen. Yeah, maybe. Normally, I'd give the benefit of the doubt in these kinds of things, but it's far more funnier just to assume that it was a mistake. I'm being attacked by a white lion and a Land of the Blazing Sun, apparently. Oh, look, he's running away. Why are you running away, little white lion? Is that because that's all that white lions do? So sad. getting parried by a shadow warrior. Stop defending, it was a crap knockback. Got to use that 5-second knockdown. Have all the time in the world to him. And the White Lion runs. Yeah, the White Lion always runs. Pulls the tank, does no damage, runs away. Like, what did you expect to happen? I never understand them. I really don't. The only thing I can think of is he's used to pulling blackguards who are two-handers with focused offense. It's the only thing I can think of. I can't think of any other reason why. Why DPS is so precious, we don't waste it on tanks. Hey, 4K. I would have run anyway, but left the lion on you to piss you off. In fairness, he tried to do that. He went one further and he left his guard bot there to do it as well. How are we doing there right now? 81%. 9 more percent to go to hit our target for this evening. We're at 1419 in war crests. I forget what the amount is I need for the shoulder pads now. It's 14 something. 1460, I think. Death That. I recognize that name. No, seriously, White Lion are heavy on AP, so won't stay in a prolonged fight. I just like a White Lion to stay in some sort of fight. Too bad for them, I have a slew to make them stay. Anonymous sings them a love ballad. Just makes them stick around longer. They're like, oh, it's so dreamy. Hello, Mr. Warrior Priest. Oh my god, someone tried to give me a taste of my own medicine. Bet it was Chewy. Feels like a Chewy kind of thing to do. Is Chewy in this scenario? No. Maybe it's someone who watches the channel and they're like, I know what he'll enjoy. I'm gonna try and knock him into the sea. I'm back. Come on. I see a squishier target. Can't do it twice. Do you know what? I think you would like to go down and meet our friends. You don't like being in there, do you? Sit down, Smokey. Let's have a chat. No fair. Oops, that was the wrong button. I just challenged thin air. Whee! Everybody off your horse. I love how his immediate reaction is to run for that bridge. Oh, it's Ro. Oh, it was Ro. He's now left. Whoever that Armbreaker is, he is very protective of that warrior priest. Where did the warrior priest go? Here, warrior priest. Where are you? There he is. Whee! This guy doesn't seem to realize that he's stuck on a rock. Well, it was close, I suppose. White Lion challenged my 19 chosen on ORVR. A grave mistake on their part. Do they have 0 damage, or how are you still alive? In fairness, I was being attacked by a whole bunch of tanks. And when you're a tanky spec blackguard, a whole bunch of tanks attacking you is like you getting attacked by several small flies. Because like when my hit's at maximum, my parry is through the roof and my toughness is at the cap. Plus I've got a shield. Oh, it would seem numbers have finally evened out. You're not part of the warband, Zell. Always need to remind myself of these things. Range DPS. Holy fire went to the moon. %, we're at now. What are we up against? An Archmage. Hey, we've got little demons in this one. Oh, they've got a rune priest now as well. Oh, he looks cool. Doesn't let you inspect him. Because of course he doesn't. Boo. Always love it when you see people leading the line and then they're like, nope, do you know what? I don't want to be first in. I'm going to stop. Where is this room priest? Hello, Mr. Room Priest. Everybody died. Oh, it's because our guy took the keg. Ah, go for it, God's King. They're focusing too well. Yeah. They're very on point with their damage. Oh, someone's give up. Hey, I got two into the water. No death, okay. Yeah, you know a good team. You know a team is good focus when a sword and board tank can go where they please. Ah, Dark Elf's here and there's Witch Elf. My hit wasn't very high there, so I apologize for the incredibly weedy knockback. Boo. These Shadow Warriors seem to deal damage. Last scenario, the Shadow Warrior attacking you did nothing. Again, like, they're being helped somewhat in the sense that they're focusing targets. So the Shadow Warrior in the last one was just blinking away on his own, directly at the front of me. Also, I suspect these ones are quite high level, whereas the last one I don't think was. Shambles winning the healing there. Little Demons flexing his healing prowess. Yeah, Blood of the Black Hair. It's weird that it's popping again. What up against? Is that the same ones? It looks kind of like the same ones. Had to heal on your back half the scenario if your healer was in the AoE cannon. Yeah, I don't know. I always laugh when you get to see things like that. Oh, there's the rename. Because I used to have it in... Oh god, what's it called? It's the one inside the volcano. Toran Rock? I think it's Toran Rock. And it's like, if you happen to be losing in it, your healer will more often than not end up in one of those cannons at the spawn point. Without fail. I see a little rune priest. He seems very happy. I think these guys are just gonna spawn campus, right? No, they seem to be falling back. Weirdly. Seems like me when I play my room priest and someone focuses me, I just jump around. That's the thing, he could do that though, he wasn't in any sort of danger. Why I put myself through these just for a potion of acclaim when I should be running Discordant. This is the problem, Discordant doesn't pop. Like, I sat in Discordant earlier for, I don't know, must have been a good 20, 30 minutes, and it's now just popped to prove me wrong. I sat in it for ages earlier, and I only got a pop as soon as I actually clicked on join all. Ooh, I need a heal. Give me your fist, Swordmaster. I'm gonna run back to this guy. Ah, there we go. Well, anyway. 4,800. I do it as I like to build my healers tanky and room priest so that doesn't really use many channels. Yeah. Most solo players need it for the potion, which is why premiums farm it. It's terrible design for the solo player. To be honest, I've said it a few times. I think that they should do away with the weekend scenario and just replace it with a week-long generic scenario one. And if they're going to do a weekend scenario, do it for ranked. Tried to keep you alive there. You were doing a good job, bud. I was quite surprised I lasted as long as I did. That's got us up to 84% as well. Devs don't care about solo players. They don't balance anything for solo play, and that's okay. Yeah, well, the game's not designed for solo play. Anyway, I'll be heading off. You'll probably end stream before I get back, so have fun and see you next time. No worries, Anonymous. Thanks for stopping by, bud. I'm not speaking to you later. Hopefully you have a nice day tomorrow. $14.46 we're at now in our war crests. Correction, $14.96, so we can get our shoulder pads now. What up against? No healers yet. That's weird. Order always have a load of healers. I know about balance, but they seem to actively discourage solo play, which is a big mistake as we all start out solo. I mean, you have a very good point. Like, the likelihood is someone coming to this game fresh is going to be solo player. And you're going to want them to have a good first impression. Although, they'd probably argue that the place for solo play is Tier 1. And by the time you clear Tier 1, you should have got involved with enough groups that you can then group up going forward. But, like, let's face it, that's not really the reality. On live, I didn't join my first guild until 40. Like, you know, the thing with it is live was, in my opinion, a completely different game. This game is more focused on kills than it is on anything else. Like, realistically speaking. And from that perspective, that's really what they should be looking at it from. And, like, it would be very easy to build the game around that kind of solo experience based on how it plays out at the minute. This guy is parrying and blocking everything. Well, I couldn't get targeting her quick enough, unfortunately. Hey! Ah! I don't know how many times that is I've knocked that witch hunter off the side. Bye! It's just weird, does this guy feel like a bot? All witch hunter, all warrior priests are bots. That's why I stopped playing my Yontastic class. I don't know. It was just the way he was acting there. Like it felt like it was a bot, just going through pre-programmed actions. Come back, Karma. Bye. I swear to God, that witch hunter has spent more time flying in this scenario than he has running around. It's because they literally have 5 skills that they use, and the bad ones use like 3. Oh, okay. Can I do it? Oh, nearly. Thought too highly of my knockback abilities. Ah, I was trying to go for the no-look one. That was a waste. He's legging it. Ah, that's two of those knockbacks. I feel that now. Gonna go up and take this. Come on. Bye. Ah, Tosh. Thank you for the raid, kind sir. Welcome along, everybody. Oh, who's this? Oh, crikey. Tosh says your hat looks awesome. Ah, thank you. He's just jealous because he doesn't have one. Your hat is beautiful. Don't listen to what Tosh or anyone says. I'm sensing a theme here. Your hat is ugly, Zell. That's very hurtful. I'm gonna cry. Tosh says your helm is gorgeous, Zell. Well, I do polish it quite frequently. No, wait. Nice hat. Ugly hat, but hi. Tosh says he wishes he had your hat. He's jelly. He's a fat dwarf. He is. He is a fat dwarf. Radnagnik. I hope I said that right. I get a bad feeling I didn't, but thank you very much for the follow, kind sir. That's very much appreciated. Tosh is a hat simp. He is. He never shuts up about the Blackguard's Onslaught helmet and how it's unfairly locked behind a Chapter 22 hard PQ whenever 4 of their actual armor sets are basically just reskins of the green tier 4 gear. Hey Tosh, how's the blood pressure? You had quite a rant earlier. Did he? Did I miss a rant? Calm down a little, I hope. That's not even me ranting. Oh, we got 8k that time. I still didn't kill anybody, which will shock no one. That's me being calm. What were you ranting about, Tosh?
You've got a hat.
You're wearing a stupid little hat.
Stupid hat. It's
Stupid
embarrassing.
little hat.
Oh, I've got a
stupidest hat I've ever fucking seen. That stupid hat.
And you have no muscles.
No muscles.
I really don't. That's why I hit for next to no damage. Like, it is the truth. Watching Tosh stream is like watching a Biden speech. I don't know who that's more unfair to. Gunnar, thank you very much for the follow, kind sir. It's very much appreciated. Following to the hat only. Well, you're getting it at the right time because we're going to be wearing that tomorrow.
Hasta la vista, baby.
Yes! Drink, find one of the irony ones. Have a good night, sir. Hey, I've been fighting against the wall of the Zerg all night. But thank you very much, Tosh. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, bud. Tosh was actually on earlier. He was doing an interview with the former community manager. So if you haven't seen it already, you can see it in his video on demand page. I haven't watched it yet myself, but I'm sure it's very insightful. And it'll be going up on his YouTube tomorrow, I think. So if you go over and subscribe to his YouTube channel, you'll be able to watch it there as well. There you go. We'll be on YouTube tomorrow. So all of the different ways you can watch it. And as always with YouTube, remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and ring that notification bell. I could never say that with a straight face. It just sounds so ridiculous. Oh, is it smash that like button you're supposed to say? I can never remember. I'm always in envy of those YouTubers that you can see where they're like, they're saying it deadpan to the camera. I was like, how many takes did that take you to do that? I want to know. I've tried it. I have honestly tried to do it. I can't get through it without laughing. Because it sounds so ridiculous. It's actually become a meme now, because I'll say it in work to people. Whoa, I have a social media manager now. Oh, you wouldn't want me as your social media manager, dude. I just drive everybody away. Go on, go on, go on, go on. There you go. Bye. I love knocking people off the side of things. It's so much funny. Whee! My knockback was better. In your face order. Oh, someone needs to heal Hit Machine. I love Zell's laugh. I think you're the only person in the world who does. I'll sub to Tosh OnlyFans. Best 488 I've ever spent. Tosh is a big fan of OnlyFans. Destro bias was confirmed, at least in version I'm posting. Be like the Simpsons episode where they're trying to get Homer as a pervert of the babysitter. Mr. Simpson, no! No! Just the clock constantly going back and forth in the background. Oh, there's another witch hunter. Hello. Oh, he's gonna be so mad that someone punted me towards him. Where'd he go? Deleted all of my Destro last night. I don't believe you for a second, dude. No one could delete Destro. Not unless you're planning on making room for extra fancy hats. Look at the damage. I think I saw 77. It was probably a crit. But, strictly speaking, I did the most damage possible when I knocked that Archmage off the side. Because order crumbled. Hello. Whee! Look, someone hit me for 36. So proof, in my tanky form, I do double the damage of order. Yeah, Tosh, we've got cookies. Tosh is just mad at tanks as they never guard him. I mean, I wouldn't guard him either. He doesn't even have a hat. Can opener time. This Archmage, I think, is PTSD every time she sees me running towards her. It's like, not him again. He's gonna knock me off the side. Yay! 7.5. Still didn't kill anybody. Tosh Metatank never used guard. I just don't follow the person I guard. Tosh guards the DPS, then complains when the DPS won't focus his target. I mean, we've all been there, right? Have a good one, bud. Have a nice weekend. Look forward to catching your stream on Monday. Oh, so the person that you guard always comes after me. What have we got in this one? I recognize Death App. And they have one of every healer. I'm gonna call it a day too, guys. Have fun. Have a good one, Gunark. Thank you very much for the follow. Hopefully enjoy the rest of your day. And have a nice day tomorrow. Where's my tier 3 sub? Worst simp ever. Somebody tried to put me out to sea. What a monster. That's my job. No feet pics for you. Excuse me, Mr. Archmage, I wish to have a conversation with you. Have you ever thought about life as a submariner? Fine, I'll settle for the witch hunter. What? You parried it lying down? The monster. Where'd he go? Oh, Rune Priest. That'll do. That's not how you knock back someone. Oh, he turned. That would have been perfect. Nice to see some sword and board gameplay. To be honest, I find sword and board blackguard more fun than two-hander. That's not to say I don't play two-hander. I play two-hander every now and again, but I don't know what it is. I just enjoy the defensive side of the class. Please punt every witch hunter you see into the sea. I'll do my very best, Malmar, just for you. Parried you then stealth midair. Nothing OP about that. It's the latest in Order stealth technology. Working as intended. Exactly. It's nice to have two defensive roles, yeah? As the blackguard, it's fun because you can spec it any number of different ways that you want. And you'll generally get a chin out of it. Will it be perfect for everything? No, but then again, no class is. I wish to speak to you today about the cult of Stabby Stabby. Would you like to know more? Apparently he would not. He would rather run away. There we go. I'm free. Right. I launched him. You've seen it in the background. What's that us to? 88. We're getting closer and closer. If we can get to 90% tonight, it basically guarantees that tomorrow we're getting 77. And then we can wear our fancy hat. And I've got a lot of stuff I can send to the Sork. Two wins in a row. What's going on? It's all because there's order people here watching now. So just to confirm all of their biased suspicions, the game allows me to win so that they can leave and go, I told you Destro are always winning. Why am I sending it to myself? I need to send it to the Sork. What about 1480? So we should definitely have enough now to buy our shoulder pads.
Want something, do ya?
Watch as I get there, and we don't.
You're off.
Just saying. Ooh, Northern Watch. Seems to be at this kind of night, you get Northern Watch more and more than anything else. Maybe it's everybody just wants to have something easy to play. Hell yeah, almost renowned rank 60. Ah, nice, dude. You're pretty much almost the same level as my Witch Elf. I think mine's 61. 60 or 61. It's around about there because she was just starting to pick up Invader gear. My problem with my Witch Elf is I just don't have the weapons for her and enough variation in gear to get her all of the stats that she needs. But I do enjoy just getting in and every now and again stabbing people to death in squiggly beast pens. How rude. Sending GM a message. Ink order premates can't have you winning too much. Do you know what? Nothing would surprise me in this game. I'm gonna unleash my deadliest weapons, zealot abilities. Oh look, just wet himself. Proof that archmages are cards, like white lions. No rezzing for you. Still no resing for you. Yeah, the chopper gets it. Stab, stab, stab. I couldn't have done that if I had tried. If you'd have offered me 50 quid to bounce that room priest off that tree, I wouldn't have been able to do it. Because I wanted to get him off the side of something. Could not manage it. Shatter enchantment removes hots, by the way. Yep. That's why I keep trying to use it on them. Oop. I was really hoping I was going to catch her while she was up there, so I could just send her off into the sea, but she seems awfully used to the idea that that's what I'm planning on doing. So I'm going to change it up a bit by knocking her over there. Have some protection, fellow group mates. Bye. Good to see a chop out on casters. Pity the others didn't back him up. Yeah, it's always the way of it though. Is every time I do a scenario, you'll always see DPS crawling over themselves to be the first ones to hit a super defensive Knight of the Blazing Sun or Ironbreaker. I thought I nearly had him there. And heal. Aww. Got my potion 6 scenarios and only 13 kills. That's mad. No point trying to complete this one. Oh god, that's the hilarious. I wonder what mine is, because I've only done a couple of them so far. I have killed 20 people in 4 scenarios. And I've won 1. Those are the kind of statistics that just see you through to the end. Oh, my potions have all run out. Do you know what? This is probably going to be our last scenario. I won't refresh them. I'll just hope nobody notices. So many Archmages. Looks like the GM got my message. It's clearly what it is. Actually, no, it can't be that. It has to be something ridiculous and Destro-sided. I've got it. Because the chopper decided to attack the Archmage that time, he didn't have enough DPS on one of the Ironbreakers, and thus we lost the scenario for that reason. That's clearly what it is. you're squishier. Aw. Yoink. Boo. I'm helping. Agreed. Blame the DPS. Ah, they're all back down at the spawn point. That's mad that we only had 5 kills at a max. I honestly would have expected that we had more than that. Back cap for the win. Yeah. And it's amazing how often people don't do it. We'll get our second stage of this while we're here. So that's just the 1535. Fairly sure that'll allow us to buy our shoulder pads. Yoink. Double yoink. Triple yoink. Like, I'm probably just gonna sell that stuff, but, you know. Too many witch elves, to be honest. Lots of witch elves can be useful. You just need them all to attack the same target at the same time. The problem is, in a lot of cases, when you have a lot of witch elves, they just go off on their own. And they'll just not have the damage to get through the healing. So, I wonder what the Sovereign shoulder pads actually look like. Let's have a look. Quite fancy. 1461. Yoink. So that's our second piece. Everything is coming up Millhouse. Witch elves just go invisible and watch. I mean, they are very voyeuristic. That's the dumb answer. Problem is, most witch elves don't play good. I think it's more of a case of most witch elves play regen spec, so they don't have the damage to get through a healer. Is usually my experience of it. And in a lot of cases, when you find them in groups, they tend to not sync up. But when they do, like, they cut through everything like it's a hot knife through butter. I always top the board. I turned around RVR with Veretta. Yeah, I'm not saying all witch elves do it. I'm just saying it's the common sight that you see. Witch elves get melted away so fast in scenario with no guard. Yeah. But again, that's the same with a lot of the melee DPS. Like, if you ever see a chopper with no guard, that's just... it's like boiling water at times. Heck, I've even seen two-handed tanks melt in scenarios without a guard. Anyway, I am going to call it a night there, guys. We've been going for, what's that, 3 hours, 20 minutes. We didn't get ourselves to 90%, but we're damn close at 89, so I think tomorrow is going to be Fancy Hat Day. And Renown rank 77, so that will be fun. We are now all the way back down to the lowly amount of 74 Warcrests, so we're hopefully going to get that rebuilt. And then get our gloves is going to be the next thing on the agenda. I'm going to have a wee look here. I'm going to see if there's anybody else streaming. Let's see who we got. Toth's on. I'll give Toth a raid. So yeah. Thank you all so much for coming along and watching tonight, guys. Thank you for all the follows. Gunark, Ramagnak, Ultramassive. All very kind of yous. I hope I got those names right. If I didn't, I do apologise. Thanks to Tosh for the raid. Very kind. And remember, he did a great chat with the former community manager today. So please do go along and give that a watch, because I know he put a lot of time and effort into it. But yeah, all that's left for me to say, guys, is I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. I hope you all have a nice day tomorrow, and I'll hopefully see you back here again tomorrow night. But until then, take care, all the best, and see ya. Bye.